Okay, Mike, just wanted to go over some things that I looked at when I was inspecting the car. Okay, I'm on the driver's side, rear wheel well on the inside edge of it, and I have my light already focused on this. When you look up there, you're going to see three bolts. They're 15 millimeter heads to tighten the bolts. You got one, two, and one on the other side for three. That holds a bracket assembly to the frame of the car. And then you have this appendage right here. That's where your suspension moves up and down for going over bumps and so forth. Anyway, one thing I noticed is first of all, I took a 15 millimeter wrench and made sure all these are tight. I was able to move two of them about a quarter of a turn without putting a tremendous amount of leverage on it or anything like that, just with a standard ratchet. So I think that they might be just a tiny bit loose, and that may be a contributing factor. But one of the things I noticed, if you look at this this bushing here and the appendage of the A-arm, and this arm actually is for the entire axle line that goes across. So, but check this out. I've got a lot of room in here. I can put this. This is a feeler gauge. I've got like three of them put together, and you can just see that there's a fair amount of play there. I could take my little screwdriver and just put it in there, and I just seem like I get a lot of play. So I don't know. There's no play on this side. This is where the actual bushing is. Now if you go back to the other side of the car, I'm gonna move my light over here. If you do the same thing, just bear with me a second. There we go. All right. See, I still have some play in here. It doesn't seem to be quite as bad, but I still have play in here. And I think that's what these factory shims that they make, that they sell on the aftermarket, to kind of tighten this up right here a little bit. But these seem to be tight, the bolts, you know. But the three bolts that hold the piece of frame bracket on, they're tight. Everything's tight on the passenger side. These bolts here seem to be tight. That's I think it's an E18, but you can use a 14 millimeter on that to get it tight. So anyway, everything else looks good underneath here. I didn't see anything, but as you can see, if I push on this just a little bit, you can see where it moves. That's how the suspension works. One thing I did notice, and this may be the reason for the noise you hear, this is the exhaust heat shield for the other side of the gas tank. It surrounds the gas tank, and you can see how this thing really rattles. I mean, you can move that around it. Banging noise. It's just because these are not very tight. These are these little twirl nuts. I'm going to go ahead and tighten those up, but you know, it makes a lot of racket. And that could be whenever you hit a bump or something, you hear that noise. So it's not really structural. It's just the heat shield. So anyway, that's what I found. So I hope this is helpful in some way, and we'll catch up to you tomorrow. Thanks so much.